Rich Goldstein riding off the second one. Gary Albritton at the 11 of Brian Herb in the 5th row. The 5, Bentley Warren. He's got 3 feature wins in a row. And outside, another feature winner this year, the number 6 of Warren Conium. Ready to go. They start to pick it up. Coming off the corner. Green flag ready from starter Bruce Lee. It's out here. Jumping out in front, the number 7 of Teresi, as the 07 of Timmy Nelson has problems. He is going slowly down the back straightaway. Eddie Bellinger sets in second as he was able to clear the traffic, but back behind him, they're all jammed up behind the 07. Moving in quickly in the number 3 spot, Jamie Moore. Brian Herb runs 4th. Dave Schulich is 5th. Tommy Leeson out of shape in turn 1. Setting the pace in the number 7 here in the early stages. Teresi running 18-1, and he's staying ahead of Eddie Bellinger. Bellinger and McMahon trying to work their way through the field. In 5th, it's Brian Herb, Gary Albritton 6th, Warren Conium 7th, Steve Gioia 8th, Bentley Walker. He's got Eddie Bellinger right behind him, but Bellinger cannot find the way by. Teresi with a 17-9 that time. As Brian Herb of Bellinger holding him off another lap, 17.99. Bentley Warren gets up underneath Gioia. Gioia rides on the outside. He gets pinned in behind Brian Herb. Herb passing, flag is out for the 14 of Sheridan, the 98 of Buck Graham, as your leaders all go by on the outside, but that tightens things up. Here's Bellinger. He gets still out in front. Now you got a battle for 3rd shaping up. Jamie Moore trying to hold off the 99 of Dave Schulich. Herb back in 9. Down the front straightaway, your leaders now closing in on the 20 of Terry Johnson. As this time, Teresi goes a little bit high. Eddie Bellinger gets a wheel under, but looks underneath and comes by the 10 who come by him. Your leaders turning 17-7. 17-7 for your leaders. Buck Graham gets the black flag as Bellinger got by Teresi, pinning him in behind the slower 12 laps now completed. Look at this down the front straight. Bentley Warren underneath Warren Conium, and Bentley Warren grabbed off a couple of spots. 99, Dave Schulich in the number 99. And whoa, there's the 48. A lot of sparks coming from the 48 of Doug Didero. It looks to me as if the headers are rubbing on the ground. The head on, whoa! Kenny Williamson just barely missed hitting the 48 of Didero as he went to the pitch. Didero with sparks flying off the cars. The track safety crew now looking it over in the pit area. Here's your leader now, the 02 of Eddie Bellinger. Down the front straight, Dave Schulich has closed right in on him. Schulich, though, bobbles in the turn. Look at this battle. Back here in the pack is Bentley Warren. Goes your leaders, Eddie Bellinger and Dave Schulich, moving in on heavy lap traffic ahead. They're running 17-5. 17-5. Jamie Moore still 3rd, running 6th. And a car in trouble in the corner. It looked like Gioia bogged down just a minute over in the corner. We saw some spin to the pits. Meanwhile, Dave Schulich has closed right in on Eddie Bellinger as they run through traffic now, moving in on the 97 of Tommy Leeson. Down the back straightaway, Leeson about to become a lap guard. Mike Muldoon right ahead of him as your leaders go to the outside. Passing flag is out. Eddie Bellinger on the outside of the 80 of Mike Muldoon, and pole center 07 Timmy Nelson. Now Bellinger by that for a moment. He's got clear second behind Bellinger. A battle for 3rd. Jamie Moore hanging on to that spot. Bentley Warren running 4th. Gary Albritton 5th. The 9 is, and I believe they are the only cars in the lead lap. I believe there are only 7 cars in the lead lap. And Johnny Teresi in the 7 is running 7th. Bentley Warren continues to work on Jamie Moore, but can't find the way by. As again, Bellinger and Schulich coming in on slower cars. They put another lap on Cliff Graves. Schulich right behind him in that number 2 spot. Schulich putting on all kinds of pressure. Still running seventh place car of Johnny Teresi. 25 laps down, 20 remain, and Bellinger running 17.5. Out in front, Eddie Bellinger running 17.5. Now here's a battle for fifth. Gary Albritton and Steve Gioia going through some slower cars. They go three abreast through turn three. Albritton way high on the outside. Gioia has no choice but to follow it through out there. Coming by Gary Morton and Mike Schoberlein. Right now, Bellinger, having sponsored by GP Communications, cranks off a lap of 17.5. 17.53 for Eddie Bellinger. 17 laps left to go in the feature. Gary down the front straight. Race leader Eddie Bellinger. 17.6 that time by. Dave Schulich continues to run, looking nowhere near as strong as he has earlier this year, the last three times out. Running back in fourth. Gary Albritton holds off Steve Gioia for fifth. And now Bentley goes underneath Jamie Moore down into turn one, and Bentley Dave Schulich. Bellinger out in front of the 0-2 with 14 laps remaining. Bellinger out in front, Schulich running second. The number 5 of Bentley Warren is whatever. He had his hand off the wheel and up in the air. Heavy traffic ahead again for your leader. This is going to allow Dave Schulich to close in. Bellinger trapped in behind Kenny Williamson. Look at this move. Down low, he gets underneath, going down into the corner. Here comes Schulich up to the outside. Bellinger swings high, loses a lot of his advantage, but stays out in front. Dave Schulich still running in the second spot. That lap, nearly a full second slower than they have been running. It's in the number 15 as Eddie Bellinger goes to the outside of the number 7 of Johnny Teresi. Puts a lap on him, running 17.7. Still in third, but nearly a half lap behind is Bentley Warren. Jamie Moore running fourth, Steve Gioia fifth, Gary Albritton back in sixth. They are the only cars in the lead lap. Passing flag out again. For the 38 of Cliff Graves, the 97 of Eason, passing flag out for him. Tiger Tom takes it down low. Bellinger with a 17.7 with 7 laps to go. Eddie Bellinger out in front, 99. Dave Schulich running second. Flying 5 of Bentley Warren back in third. The number 10 of Jamie Moore is fourth. The 21, Gary Albritton. The number 9 of Steve Gioia, fifth. Albritton running sixth. 17.8. 17.8. I couldn't believe he was running 17.3. 17.8. Here again is the flying 5 of Bentley Warren, trying to work his way through some slower traffic now. Clear track ahead for race lead in the 0-2. Dave Schulich, the 99, continues to run second. But he is no match for Bellinger tonight, nor is anyone else. Here in the feature so far, 17.43 again with 3 laps remaining. 3 laps to go, and Eddie Bellinger out in front, putting the hammer down, trying to stay ahead of the 99. 48 for Bellinger. Schulich running in second. A half lap behind. Bentley Warren is third. Steve Gioia now fourth. Jamie Moore running fifth. Gary Albritton is in sixth. The white flag is out. One more time around for Eddie Bellinger. The white flag for Bellinger. He's got a slower car ahead. And then he's got clear sailing. Heavy traffic ahead of that, but I think he'll make it to the line first. Eddie Bellinger coming down for his first feature win of the year. Eddie B does it in the 0-2. Bellinger for the win. Schulich finishes second. And now third place, Bentley Warren in the flying 5. The number 9 is Steve Gioia finishing fourth. The 10 of Jamie Moore is fifth. But 0-2, Eddie Bellinger gets the win. 99. Dave Schulich finishing second. Some as low as 17.43 as he picks up his first win of the 1984 racing season, his first feature. The defending International Classic winner out of Fulton, New York. How about a big hand for Eddie Bellinger? Bellinger climbs out. Bob Andres of Andres Harley-Davidson Down trackside with the 0-2. Bellinger getting his first feature win of the 1984 season, a tough one. Dave Schulich pressured him every bit of the way. Bentley Warren in third was a half a lap behind. Bentley Warren finished in the number 3 spot in the Flying 5. The 9 of Steve Gioia, 4th. 10, Jamie Moore came in for 5th. The 21, Gary Albritton, the only other car in the lead lap, finished 6th. I believe Johnny Teresi, 1 lap down, was 7th. We'll wait for the official order of finish. Right now, we're going to go trackside. Rich Goldstein is down there, set to talk to tonight's race winner of the Andres Harley-Davidson 45, Eddie Bellinger.
Here's a very happy Eddie B, right where you love to see him. And we got that smile flashing once again.
I don't know, I kind of got the feeling I was in a slump there. I don't know, it just feels like that first one's hard to come by.
Well, of course, you won Oswego's feature in September called the Classic. You won the season ender here, the Quartermaster Show. You had a streak going, 2 for 2 to finish out the year, but it did take you a while here in '84.
They're always tough to come by here.
A lot of competition tonight, some real tight running all the way up through the top 10, some incredible battles, and Schulich really gave you a run for your money.
I heard him there a couple of times. He was real tough. I had a good starting spot, so that helped out too.
What about any changes you may have made in the car? And, well, I don't know. Obviously, the car was able to finish for one thing, but also, obviously, a lot of hard work to be able to run out front of this pack.
I tell you, we was madder than hell all day there today. We just put a new motor in and fought all the way, but I guess she did run.
What about the way the car handled? Did you have any problems? I noticed the painted over G-O-O-D, etc. there in the back. What's that all about?
The guy must have slipped to the paint can, painting the wheels, I guess.
Well, I don't know. At any rate, the new engine, the new rubber, and a very happy Eddie Bellinger down here. Congratulations on your first of the year.
Thanks, Rich.
Andrews Harley-Davidson and Eddie Bellinger. How about that one?